Hey guys, this is Justin,
This is Tommy.
and this is our first video cast. The reason why we wanted to start this up is just to get things out there about topics from music to movies to news to just different things going on and getting your input. This is not just for our area. This can be from all over United States, different countries, anything. Just tell us what's on your mind and we can talk about it and maybe put it in another video. The first topic we'll talk about today will be music. For instance, what is your input about today's music on the radio? I just kind of think it's overrated because you just hear the same thing over and over again. I won't mention bands and stuff because that's not right. I'm not going to choose over who's better than that because that's not right, and I won't mention any. But what do you think about that, Tommy?
You're right. It's getting over. Music is getting overplayed. It's just.
Yeah, I agree with him too. It's just like overplayed. I mean, stuff that you hear on online like XM or Sirius, those different stations are pretty sweet because you can choose. But I just wish radio stations in our area, and not just in our area, but all over, would actually just be more open to not just the same regular music, or be open to more songs on an album that an artist has. And for instance, I know some nice online radio stations. Actually, there's one called Fried Rock that is out of Gastonia that's pretty sweet because they just don't play the artist music that you hear over and over, like that hit single, but you actually hear other music on their album maybe that you've never heard of before. But yeah, we want to get your input, how you feel about that, and if you think the same way we do, we should contact our radio stations around our area, states, and also different countries and stuff, and just talk to them about that. Us as listeners would like some different sounds and some different people to be on there. Alright, the next topic we'll talk about will be movies. Honestly, me right now, it just doesn't seem like there's that huge of a good movie out. I mean, yeah, Avatar had good graphics, and everybody talked about that, how the big sales and how much money they made. But honestly, I don't think it's about money. It's about the story and how good of a movie can be. And I think they're kind of running out of ideas in Hollywood. Seems like they're making so many movies about video games, from Hitman to The Prince of Persia that's getting ready to come out, to, let's see, what was the other one? What was it? Was it Quake or Doom?
Doom.
Yeah, Doom, where The Rock was in. Not saying it was a bad movie, but it just seems like they're running out of ideas in Hollywood. For instance, like we were talking about earlier to some friends about independent films. How many of those do you really see in the theaters? Not much.
Not many.
And for instance, one of our friends actually in Charlotte, North Carolina, his name's Matt Nunn, and
Big props to him.
yeah, big props to him. They just finished a movie called Esposito, which was awesome. It was done here actually in Charlotte area, and not going to go into the story because you can check it out online on Esposito, look through it on Facebook. But just talking about films like that are done with, I just feel like there's more heart into it because it's not all about the money. It's actually about wanting to make an awesome film to entertain the audience and reach out there in a different perspective. And I just think movies today are just kind of failing in that way. Any movies that have came out lately that you like, Tom?
In my interest, I thought Avatar was one of my top favorites of this year.
Yeah, honestly, I hadn't seen Avatar yet, and I heard it was pretty awesome in the theaters. I'm not sure if it's still in the movies, but I know it's on DVD now. But I definitely want to check it out. I've heard some pretty good things about it. I would say probably one of the movies that I'm looking forward to seeing would be the new Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it yet, but if you could let us know what you think about it. If we should actually go see the movie or not, and how the new directors and how they took it, because Nightmare on Elm Street, at least the first one, was a good one for me. So also, if there's any movies that you guys have seen or would like for us to bring up or talk about on here, we'd be happy to do that as well. Also, we'll talk about some news right now, actually on a world news account. This crazy bombing thing that happened in New York City. We all know that it didn't come to plan, but I'm glad they were able to catch the guy, but I just think it's ridiculous that it comes down to this terrorist mess going on, and just not our country, but all over the place. And I mean, it's just really sad. And I'm glad they were able to catch it in time. And also about the news, I know you guys noticed this too. I don't think it's only us. They never talk about the good stuff anymore on the news. They always talk about dramatic things happening, or people dying, people being murdered, all kinds of different things. But you never hear the good stuff. What we're actually doing in Iraq.
Yeah, it's what they want us to hear. They cover up everything else and don't want us to know what's really happening in this world.
Yeah. And if you know any stories of some awesome stuff that's happened in your area, or for instance, let's say any good stuff, because we always hear the bad news. We never hear really any good news anymore. And we just like to hear your opinion, and know this. There's no opinion that's taken harshly on here. We're just speaking from our hearts and our minds, and just talking about what we feel about. Also, what's big for the Charlotte area, if you guys hadn't heard about it, Speed Street is coming up. It's always an annual thing they have going on in here in Charlotte. And what it is during, I think it starts on the Thursday and it goes out through the weekend. And in actually inner city downtown of Charlotte, they have all kinds of bands playing, from country to all kinds of different genres. But this year it's not so good to me, because it seems like they have a lot of country. Nothing against country, but I think they only have like one band, Everclear, that's playing during that weekend. But I just think they should have a better lineup this year.
Something that's opening up this month is the Hall of Fame for NASCAR.
Oh yeah.
Something that's going to be kind of interesting to see and to check out for this area.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah, big deal. Yeah, I forgot about it. It was this month. Yeah, definitely. That be something to check out. Definitely. Yeah, about like NASCAR. It just kind of seems like NASCAR is becoming overrated too.
Yeah.
It seems like everything's becoming more commercial now. With NASCAR, I'm not just saying because Jimmy Johnson wins all the time. I think he's actually a great driver. I mean, nothing against him, but it just seems like it's all about the money with everything now. There's really doesn't seem as much heart into it anymore. And actually, we'll ask you guys that question. Why do you think people don't put as much heart into it? Why are they so focused on the money today? And why do people think it's all about money? Because honestly, when you start something, when you have a heart to do something, no matter if it's music, movies, being an entrepreneur, no matter what it is, it starts with wanting to just do it because it's something awesome, something you're interested in, and it's not about the money. And with some people it is about the money, but the way I look at it, if you're about the money, I mean, it's really a lost cause. Because really, in the end, money's not going to get you anywhere. That's just what I think about it. But to cut it short, that'll be our video cast today. I know I talk more than Tommy. That's just a habit I have, and I talk a lot. But we'll try to get him to talk more too. And also, guys, if you have any questions for us about us, we'll be happy to answer them. And
we want your input.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about this. We just want input from you guys on YouTube, Facebook, MySpace. We're going to put it all over and try to get it on everything. And also open up a Twitter account as well. All right, well, this is Justin.
This is Tommy.
And this is our video cast.
Signing out.